everybody. It's Momsanity Coach Debbie. Welcome to my office, and I wanted to go over some different variations of squats with you. Just to be a little bit general, squats are a really good workout move that you need to be doing regularly in your workouts. But there's lots of different ways that you can switch up the basic squat so that you target different muscles and get lots of results. That's what we all want, is to get stronger and more healthy so that we can take care of our families. So I'm not going to be showing you any workout moves that involve weights, but let me just be very clear in saying that at Momsanity, we are huge fans of lifting heavy dumbbells that are challenging and get you breathless and forced to take rest throughout your workout. But I wanted to not do that for this particular video because not everybody owns weights, but I want you to know that for every variation of squats that I'm about to show you, these can be done with weights of your choice, okay? So don't forget that. Before we get started, what in the world is a squat? Well, a basic squat means you're gonna start with your feet hip-width apart. A lot of people think their hips are much wider than they actually are. So you're gonna bring it in so that your hips are in line. You're gonna always brace your body. You wanna prepare it to do work. So when you do that, you're gonna pull in your belly, making it nice and tight and engaged. This helps protect your back. So I've got my feet hip-width apart, and to do a squat, you're going to push your butt back, like you're trying to find a seat to sit in. Now, what I've frequently seen for new people to squats is they go forward with their squat. Don't do that, please. You want to be able to lift your toes, and you want to push your butt back. If you're new to squats, you're going to go about this far down, stand up, and squeeze those glutes, and then reset. Is my core engaged? Okay. And then if you're familiar with squats, you're still keeping your toes lifted, you're going to take your thighs to parallel. You're going to rise up, squeeze the glutes, check your core again. And for those of you who've been squatting a while, you're going to take it a little bit lower than parallel and rise back up. What you're not going to do is let your knees come forward and your heels come up. That's not what we're doing. So if you're new to squats, I want you to find a wall, and you don't want your knees to go past the wall because then your knees are coming past your toes. So to do a wall squat, you're going to go like this. And this will make sure your knees don't come forward and your butt goes back. It's a little bit awkward, but I promise it becomes more comfortable. As you're doing squats, for all the varieties I'm about to show you, keep in mind, you can change lots of things for each one of these moves. So what I mean is, for some squats, you can just hold it. So I'll always remember that for most of these moves, you can just hold that position. That's one change that you can make. Or you can do a pulse. That means a real small, like 1 to 3 inch movement, where you really don't give those muscles a chance to relax. Then you can also change the speed of your squat. You can go really slow, slow down, slow up, or you can go really fast, where you're getting more breathless, more of that cardio. So remember, there's lots of different ways even to do that basic squat that I just showed you. I've got a piece of paper that I have to use as my cheat sheet. There are literally 2 columns of squats that we're getting ready to go through. Are you ready? I never do a 20-minute squat workout, by the way. I use lots of different moves, so you can do these with me just to get some practice and a bonus workout. Okay, so we've done a regular squat, and I'm going to show you from the side because it's so important. Okay, up you go. Don't let your knees come forward. We're going to switch it up, and how about a wide squat? My toes are angled out towards the corner of the room, belly in, and we're going to take it down, targeting those inner thighs. So from the side, my knees are never coming forward, still activating those glutes when I rise. Okay, next one is a narrow squat. This one's really hard for guys. Don't have the guys do this. All right, you're gonna seal your legs together like they're super glue, all the way from the floor to your crotch. And we're gonna squat with our legs together. Yeah, I said crotch. Okay, knees stay together, calves together, ankles together. thighs together. And when you stand, you're really squeezing those inner thighs. So a narrow squat. Up next, a toe squat. Now let me just say, this is only for those of you who've been squatting a really long time. You're like expert level squatter. If you're new to squats, do not do this because it's just gonna mess you up. But if you've been squatting a long time, you're gonna break the rules. You're gonna get on your toes and squat. Staying on those tippy toes, pushing the butt back, not going forward, pushing it back. Still squeezing those glutes when you come up. So toe squats, those are fun, right? It throws your balance off like crazy. Okay, so toe squats. Up next, this is Coach Emily's move that she taught me. She calls them transformer squats. I love it. You want to get super breathless? You're holding a pair of dumbbells right here. You're going to get in that wide squat. You're going to squat, raise a leg, squat, drive that other knee up. And you're just like a little transformer, walking, trying to connect elbow to knee. Again, with or without weights. And remember, you control your speed. I'm not a breath. Okay, your next one is like a kind of, I call it a Russian dancer, but don't laugh at me. All right, so again, I do this one typically with weights. You're gonna get in that wide squat and you're gonna tap your heels. So a little bit of like, hey, I'm a Russian dancer. So again, from the side, my knees are not coming forward and you're staying low in that squat. Very manageable, and the tapping is a great distraction. All right, next one. This is really breathless. This is when squats become a plyometric, which means jumping, which means breathlessness. So you're gonna squat low and narrow, jump, and take it wide. Back to narrow, back to wide. This takes a little bit of coordination. If it's too much, then you don't bounce. You go narrow, wide, narrow, wide. So from the side, these are new jacks. We do these a lot in our Momsanity sisterhood workouts. Enough of that. Let's do a basic squat jump. These are brutal. Again, if you want to do weights, great. If not, fine. We're going to do a squat jump. Your goal is to, again, get breathless, get high, get low. So we're going to squat low, explode up. Land softly, up you go. You do not have to do these high and low. My knees are not coming forward, and you want to land without making any sound. Whew. If these are too easy, you can put your hands behind your head and do it prisoner squat style. Now, you don't have to jump. You can just keep your hands like this, or you can do prisoner squat jumps. This makes it even harder. You can even go in a circle, doing a 180, 360. Wow, that is no joke. Tell me this is not cardio, am I right? Okay, so, whew. Next squat. This one's fun and more advanced. So if you're new to squats, hold off on doing this one. We're gonna do a 4-way squat. So you're gonna push the booty back. You get a really nice stretch. Again, with or without weights. Let me show you from the side. Crossing that leg. I should be able to put all that weight in this heel. Woo. And you'll do each leg. And let me pause to say, when you're doing your workout, you can do each move for 30 seconds, 45 seconds, 1 minute, no more than a minute, or you can count reps, anywhere from 8 to 12 reps per move. Okay. Oh, another hard one. We're going to show 2 different types of frog jumps. These are basically like bouncing squats. So you're in that wide stance, toes angled out, and you're going to tap the floor. My feet are flat-footed. My knees are not coming forward. My belly is in, and regardless of your height, you can touch the floor. These are hard. You want to make them harder? Instead of just doing these frog hops, we're going to take it to a deep frog jump. So you're going to start the same way, nice and low, but then you jump up like a pencil. Squat wide and drop the booty so the booty's level with the knees. I'm not going to do any more of this because I'll pass out. Do you need water? I'm so out of breath. Woo! Okay, another fun move for squats is a traveling squat. With or without weights, you're gonna step, squat, legs together, step, squat. You're gonna keep doing this. You're actually changing locations, and then you'll switch halfway through and take it back the other direction. I'm so breathless and really hot. So traveling squats, you can also do this in a duck walk. Again, that wide stance. Pretend I'm holding weights, and you're gonna walk real wide, flat-footed, and not letting your knees come forward. So you're staying low like an army soldier. Are you trying it? Is it great? Yes, so good. Lots of inner thigh work when we take our legs wider. Woo. Another move, let me grab my chair, is to use any reliable chair that you have, with or without weights. I want you to have a seat, and I want you to stand, squeeze, and sit back down. Notice that my feet are not back here, because then I'm going to put all this stress on my knees. So your feet are uncomfortably far ahead, so you have this nice 90-degree angle, and you're going up, squeeze, sit back down. Want to make it even more hard? Just barely tap the booty. Belly's in, and it's like the chair seat is on fire, so you don't want to stay there. That's really hard. Want to make it even harder? Do a one-legged squat with your chair. So you can stand up, raise a leg, and sit back down. Stand up, sit back down. Want to make it even harder? It's like the funnest game ever. Keep that leg up if you're able. So leg up, you stand, and then leg down. Well, the leg is on. I'm having to restabilize. And you're going to do this, obviously, on both legs. Chairs are awesome. And you can even squat over a chair if you want. To check your form, go for it. I know. You feel ridiculous. Got it. You can also step up on a chair. You're going to step up, come down, and squat. Stepping up, stepping down, and squatting. And another use for a chair is to do a split squat, where you put your toes on the chair. You take 2 big hops out. Really important to do this right. Again, if you're new to squats, don't do this quite yet. Belly in, hips are square. I'm not going to let my knee come past my toe, and I'm going to drive that back knee down. Anytime you can do one leg is a really good idea. Gets both legs strong, and you'll do each side with this. Let's take it a little simpler, because the chair can kind of be a lot, and I'm still breathless, still really breathless. One of our Momsanity favorite moves is to do a wall sit. Again, with or without weights, you're going to put your back up against the wall, including your shoulders, and you're going to come down so that your knees form a right angle. Nice, and you can get a little bit lower. You can put your hands up against the wall, high or low. You can also stay on the wall with a weight in your hand or in both hands. You can put a ball or a towel between your knees and squeeze. You can put your legs together and squeeze. You can take your legs wide. You can be on your toes. And you can even do a one-leg wall sit. Brutal, brutal, but you can guarantee that your form won't be messed up. What's on my list? Whew. I'm real thirsty now. Okay, so this next squat is really fun to do with one weight. It's called a figure 8 squat. You're going to get in that squat position a little bit wide. Pretend I'm holding one weight. You're going to pass over and under. So your arms are catching the one weight. And you don't even have to have a weight. You can have an imaginary one. Again, knees not coming forward. I can lift my toes, and I'm distracting my brain. Woo. Also with your squats, you can combine those moves, do a squat, and then a leg out to the side. squat. Leg out to the side, getting that outer saddlebag area out to the side, squat. Then, keep in mind, you got a booty to think about, so we can squat. Take it behind, squat, flex that booty. Alternating the cheek that you're on or staying on one cheek for that 30-second time before switching. Woo. Back to those one-legged squats. We kind of touched on this with our chair. Again, if you're new to squats, hold off on doing these. I want you to get balanced on one leg, and you can have this lifted leg in front or behind, but I want you to really think about activating your butt. You're like, what are you talking about? The more you think about using a certain muscle, the more likely you are. So I want you to push your butt back. It's a small move. Your knee doesn't come forward, and all you're thinking about is how can I get my butt to work? Not so much my knees, taking it back. Small move. And that goes for each leg. Think about your butt. That's so funny, right? To like purposefully think about your backside, but I want you to do that. Let me pull out my chair again. This next move works great if you have a stool. I know a lot of you have stools because you have children. They can't reach the bathroom sink. Grab their stool. You're gonna put one leg on the stool. You're in basically a wide squat position, and you're gonna take it to an uneven squat. You're trying to balance weight in both legs if possible, with or without weights. And of course, I'm thinking about driving the butt back. Very awkward. Awkward is good. Awkward is great. For those of you who have been squatting for a while, Emily taught me this next move. It's horrible. And it's fabulous. I love it. I'm addicted to it. You want to have that chair nearby for stability. We're going to do a one-leg squat. This is basically teaching you to do a pistol squat. I'm going to keep my knee with the goal of landing next to my ankle. So I'm slowly holding onto my chair, getting my leg, my knee is touching my ankle, and then coming back up. Belly in, nice and slow, butt back, and then when I can't stand it, I let my foot help me. Breathing your way through this crazy move. And of course, we can try this on the other side just to get more practice and to be even. Let me slide this back a little bit. Hips are square. One leg is always going to do better than the other. Going all the way down, all the way up. Notice how my knee is trying to find the opposite ankle. And back up. Okay, next move. Let's do a wide squat. You're going to squat low at the bottom. Come up on your toes. Stand. Up on your toes. Down. Up on your toes. Stand. Up on your toes. Nice and wide and low. Toes working. You got it. Those calves. So from the side, toes, stand, toes. Good job. We're almost done. Oh, I love these because these are way more chill. You're going to come down onto your mat on your knees. We're going to do two different types of squats. If you have terrible knees, you'll hate this. Don't do it. But if you have bad form, this is a great place to start, kind of like the wall sit that we did. So let's start with the kneeling squat. Belly in, butt back, squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the glutes, butt back, belly in. That's it, perfect. Another way to add to this kneeling squat is to hold one or two weights and lean back and then rise. Lean back. You'll feel it lots in here and in your core. So you're holding weights or not, and you're just leaning back. It's amazing how powerful this move is, and then you don't have to worry about where your knees are. Okay, so I think I've gone over all the squats that I could think of off the top of my head. I'm so glad that you joined me. Let's all get some water now. Now that we're burning up, play this video again, create your own workout. Better yet, join Momsanity. Our sisterhood has workouts ready to go where we use all of these squats. You can do it. It just takes some practice. I'm really proud of you. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a squat-tastic day.